A grilled watermelon and halloumi kebab. Now, I never really thought a lot about grilling watermelon, to be honest with you. And then it got kind of like, it became very trendy. And I like to be on trend.
You got to keep up with the kids.
I got to keep up with the kids. So when I first saw about grilling watermelon, I'm like, it's not how I was accustomed to eating it. I'm like, I'm not gonna like it. I tried it because I want to try different things, and I thought it was delicious. And then the cheese that I grew up, that my mom always grilled, was halloumi. So I thought, okay, we could make kebabs with the grilled watermelon and halloumi.
Also, I was watching you cut this. This is genius because I'm always unsure how to cut a watermelon, and this makes it so much easier.
Because it's not rolling around. Anything, Liv, that you're cutting that has a round edge, if you get a flat side on it, it just makes things a lot more manageable.
I could buy it diced, though, couldn't I?
No, don't do it. Come on. I know there are shortcuts. Like, once the watermelon is cut, though, remember, it starts leaching out liquid and leaching out some of the flavor. This is a seedless watermelon. Always cracks me up because they sell seedless watermelon, but it still obviously has seeds in it, just not as many seeds.
They lied to us.
And I guess you can't call it, like, barely seeded watermelon. All right, so now, Liv, I'm just gonna cube some of this. I've made halloumi for you before, right?
Yes.
All right, good.
I love halloumi.
It's delicious. So we're gonna cube very underrated cheese. So when I was a kid growing up, we called it the squeaky cheese, my sister and I, because when you bite into it, it actually has a little bit of a squeaky sound. And my mom would make grilled cheese sandwiches, but with no bread, with the halloumi on the outside and like a tomato in the middle.
Love that.
Yeah. See, she was ahead of her time. All right, so now here's all we do with this.
Wait. Why'd you take the skewers out of the water?
Okay. Because we're gonna put these on the grill. We soaked them in a little bit of salt water, so if some of the skewer is hitting the grill, we don't have to worry about it burning.
Got it. That's smart.
Right?
We don't want
So
any
I
fires.
just soak them overnight, good to go. So when you're cutting halloumi, there always tends to be a little seam in there. Don't worry about the seam. So you want to thread into the seam. So we go on the outside, chunk of halloumi. Then we go chunk of watermelon. And then we go chunk of halloumi. Just like that. The beautiful thing about this is you don't have to serve this hot. You're grilling it to kind of get that char on there, and then we could let it out and finish it at the last minute, and it's gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of olive oil, and because halloumi is such a naturally salty cheese, we're not gonna salt this, which, when do you see me not salt something? Everybody's so excited at home right now.
Literally never.
And a little bit of cracked black pepper. Just a little, Liv, just a little. And then we're gonna finish this at the last minute with some fresh mint and hot honey. All right, so we have our grill, we have the 2 heat zones. All the coals are in the back. It is screaming back there. I have no coals up front, so once I get the char, I could move it to the front. This is gonna be a quick move. And then we'll get them flipped and we'll go to the next bunch because this is quick. Almost, all right, we gotta patient. Be patient, Michael, be patient. I'm getting more aggressive. I'm feeling comfortable, Liv, so I'm gonna get a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, you're going crazy on the grill.
Going crazy. All right. So these are starting to come together now. When I'm looking at the exterior, I can see that it's starting to really get some nice char on it. So we got a little bit of char on the watermelon, and the cheese is starting to melt, so we're getting a little bit of char on the cheese. You can see there, good char happening. And once they are flipped, they're only gonna go for about 35, 40 seconds on the other side. Don't worry, like, if you get the nice grill marks on your watermelon, you're good. You just want the cheese to get soft. That's what we're trying to do with halloumi. Halloumi doesn't fully melt. That's the beauty of grilling it or pan frying it. Oh, yeah. All right. So halloumi is off. So you can see we get some nice char on there, char on the watermelon. So what I'm gonna do with that is I have a little bit of hot honey because it goes so good with the sweet and the saltiness.
Okay, this is where I would like some hot honey.
We're gonna drizzle the hot honey on top.
I like it.
And then we are gonna take some fresh mint. And I'm just gonna tear it right over the top of this grilled halloumi and watermelon. And look at that, Lizzie, huh? Just nice kind of
beautiful
pieces. So you guys wanna go halloumi first.
Sure, why not?
Power of
Let's
cheese.
do
You
it.
could take it off the kebab if you'd like, however you guys want to do it.
I think I'm going to take it off because I want a little bite with the watermelon because I think that's the whole.
I was very unsure about watermelon being grilled, but this is delicious. Still really juicy, but the char adds a nice little flavor to it.
The other thing is I think it brings out more of its natural sweetness a little bit with the watermelon. And then the hot honey and mint really kind of
Yeah.
put it over.
So underrated.
Underrated cheese.
Oh my God.